Okay guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I will tell you about Close CRM, my favorite CRM in the world. Let's get started. So this is obviously the website of Close CRM. As you can see, it's really beautiful. Now I will just go ahead and click on this login button. I'm already logged in, so we will see the home screen of Close CRM. So let me tell you about how this CRM works. Guys, this is a fantastic software tool. I highly recommend if you haven't used a CRM before, or if you are considering migrating over to a different CRM, I highly recommend you strongly, consider using Close CRM because this is super easy to use. This is one of the very few CRMs, maybe the only CRM solution out there that sales reps actually like using. And I'm not kidding. I've worked with more than 15 different sales reps, really smart professional sales reps. They each of them closed millions of dollars in revenue. Some of them did that in profit, okay? So they were real cool guys. And it was obviously a great opportunity for me to learn from them and work with them and serve them. And a lot of them did not want to stop using Close CRM. I'm 100% serious with you. Sales reps like it, support team members, operations team members, tech guys like me, we all like it because they created the simplest, the easiest to use CRM solution in the world. For example, if I click on this lead profile, I will show you what I mean now. You see this lead journey on the right side, okay? Obviously here on the top left corner of the lead profile, we are looking at the first name and last name of the contact. Then we are looking at lead statuses here, and we have some other details on the left side. But on the right, let me collapse this vertical bar so it doesn't need to take up so much space on the screen. And here, as you can see, we have SMS and call buttons. So one of the best things about this CRM is the fact that you can make calls and send text messages right inside of the website, Close CRM website here, okay? Right within the same solution, the same software tool, which is Close CRM. Because majority, maybe all of the other CRM solutions out there require you, because I know for a fact majority of them require you to sign up for an external software solution, an external software product that you need to pay for, that you need to configure. There's so many details, guys. That's why most sales reps don't even want to use the CRM that they are supposed to use because it's too complicated. They need to sign up for a completely different software product, a completely different website they need to look at, they need to understand how to use. They need to figure out, how they can find their contacts in that other website, then come back to the CRM, update the CRM. Can you believe that? This is a mess, okay? That's why most sales reps just use spreadsheets because all these things they have to use, to do their jobs is so complicated. They just decide, screw all of that. Let's just use good and old spreadsheets. So, but when they use Close CRM, that's where things go a little different, actually dramatically different, not a little, but dramatically. They love it. They don't even feel the need to use spreadsheets again because they don't need to figure out all these complicated thousands of different details and, settings options and configurations. Here, all they need to do is to close deals. That's exactly why this software product is called Close CRM or close.com. And, you might be thinking, maybe I'm just trying real hard to sell you the idea of using Close CRM because I'm getting paid by the company that made this software tool, or maybe I'm working at that company. But no, guys, they're not paying me a single penny. I'm not getting paid by any means. I am telling you all of this because I actually like the product, and I think you will also like it and you will get a lot of value out of it. So without doing much more talking, let me just tell you how the CRM works. So first, as you can see, we have an inbox screen here. This is fantastic because let me expand this menu again. So most CRMs don't even allow sales reps to view or see their emails that they receive from their leads or prospects inside of the CRM, okay, they are using. That can be Pipedrive, HubSpot, or all these other CRM solutions. They will need to go ahead, open a new browser tab here, okay, and then open their Gmail account, look at their inbox, go through those emails, and then reply to their emails there, or it's too much work. Here, or maybe those CRM solutions, maybe they don't, have this centralized location, like an inbox, literally the exact same inbox as the inbox you're seeing on your Gmail app. You know what I mean? This is what Close CRM gives you. All the other CRM solutions, they will usually tell you, hey, go look at individual contact profiles, and on those profiles, we will sync up all the email, conversations or history, and from there you will be able to respond to those emails. But that's extremely ugly. I could give you an example. Let me actually go ahead and pull up HubSpot CRM just so you get a better idea of what I'm trying to tell you or what I'm trying to show you. Those other software solutions made it extremely complicated. Their design and UI, user interface, is also highly complicated. So you feel confused when you look at those emails. Can you believe that? That's the exact opposite. That defeats the whole point, the whole purpose. Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, guys, let's look at this contact profile. This is HubSpot CRM. Can you believe the number of details you need to look at here? There's so many things. It's hard I'm confused. I don't even understand what I'm looking at. I don't even know how I can locate all the important data and information related to this contact, okay, that I need so I can advance in the sales project, in the sales process, or I can do, whatever I need to do to make a sale, okay? But look at Close CRM. Let me pull up a contact profile real quick. Cristiano Ronaldo, the same contact. So look at this and look at that. And if I just collapse this side menu, it's even simpler. So do you understand what I mean? I can collapse these also, but still, you have a bunch of tabs here, notes, emails, calls, tasks, meetings. Look, let's be real. Most sales reps never ever look at these tabs. They never use these tools. This is also the user interface. The design of the website is highly outdated. Just look at this beautiful contact profile. Super simple. That's exactly why I recommend you really strongly using Close CRM, because it will make your job much easier. You will be much more productive, much more efficient, and you will get more done with less work, less time, and less effort. You know what I mean? So, for example, if I go ahead and change this lead status to say interested, as you can see, that change, that update gets logged on the contact profile in this area that is called, lead journey instantly. This is fantastic. And you can go ahead and click on this SMS tab. Right now, I don't have a phone number here on this contact profile. That's why it's not enabled, and I cannot also make a call. But if I were to add a phone number to this profile, I could make a call to this lead right now. It's that simple. I don't need to sign up for another tool. I don't need to pay for another tool. I don't need to do anything. So this is exactly what a CRM needs to do. But with all these, marketing hype and, these unnecessary things that they are trying to sell you, they turn CRMs into websites like this that sales reps hate to use. Can you believe that? Unfortunately, that's the reality. Just look at all these buttons. Not a single sales rep wants to go through all these options out here. But anyway, so let me walk you through the rest of the CRM. So we have the contact profiles at the top left corner. As you can see, we have the contact first name and last name. Down here we have the lead statuses. You also have a few other options here: edit name, share, trigger flow, etc. And about, you could add a website here, a description, address. You can create tasks for your sales reps or sales manager, opportunities, contacts. You could add other contact profiles here, custom fields. So this is basically a lead profile, okay? And let's go over to inbox. Like I mentioned, this inbox page was one of the favorite, details or sides of Close CRM when I was working with all these sales reps. Well, I'm still working with a lot of sales reps, but what I'm trying to tell you is they really enjoyed using this inbox page because they were able to see all the emails, all the responses, everything they received from their prospects or they sent to their prospects on this page without comparing or without referencing their Gmail app or any other extra, software tools and products. So that was super, super useful for them. Also, you could see all your calls here as a sales rep, all your messages, text messages, they will all be shown here without having you or without making you have to go into individual contact profiles. You know what I mean? So this is the inbox side of things. Okay, let's move on to opportunities. This is a beautiful pipeline, a sales pipeline that you can look at. Obviously, you can configure and further customize all these details here, all these sales stages, and you can name them whatever you want, and you will be able to drag and drop different opportunity profiles or contact profiles into different sections or stages. Okay, so this is another thing that sales reps really like to use. And leads, so you'll be able to see all your leads here. Whenever you get a new lead through a sales funnel, an opt-in page, or a booked appointment, they will be automatically populated here when you set up those automations. And then you'll be able to view their details, just like I told you about a moment ago. And also you can set up add filter smart views using these filter steps here, which is really nice. For example, I could say show me all the leads, total number of emails is just 1. Let's say is exactly 1. Done. So now this is smart view. So obviously that doesn't make a lot of sense, but what you could do is, imagine you want to see all the leads that you sold your product X to. You know what I mean? So imagine you have a product called product X, and you sold you sold that product to say 10 people, and you want to just get a list of those people. So maybe you can call them, or you can do all kinds of updates that you might want to make. So then you could just say, hey, find all the leads where product is exactly this, just an example. So let's move on. This is the leads page, and we have these workflows section where you could basically set up automations again inside of Close CRM. Another beautiful, functionality feature of Close CRM. So you could say, if there's a new call event, then create a task for, say, the sales team manager, so he can go ahead and review the call and drop feedback for that respective sales rep. You know what I mean? And let's see, find calls where you could say, the outcome is that, or duration is longer than 2 minutes or 3 minutes, etc. And then it will go ahead and create that workflow for you, etc. Activities, discard changes. Let's see. So there's a lot, there's many other features that I could talk about here, but basically these are the main details, the main highlights of Close CRM. I will end this video here, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask down in the comment section below, and I will be more than happy to assist you with setting up your Close CRM, or helping you optimize your Close CRM, or help you migrate from spreadsheets over to Close CRM, or whatever you need help with. Okay, stay tuned, guys. See you in the next one.